It is the Mark and Brown radio program, and out of all the years we've done this show, we've, for whatever reason, have never talked to this man, but we do today. He has a book out called Improvised Life, a Memoir. It's available now. We welcome in Alan Arkin. Good morning, Mr. Arkin.
Good morning.
Let us ask, you say, and we'll get into a lot of stuff, but you say that you discovered that the art of improvisation transformed you. How so?
Until that, a lot of ways. The first way was that the first thing I recognized was, before improvisation, I used to feel that there was a kind of sacrosanct place for the written word in a script. And one of the things improvised taught me was that the relative importance of the words on a script. I know it all starts from the script, but sometimes we would get scenes that would get virtually standing ovations, and they transcribe them, and we look at them on the paper afterwards, and it would look like garbage. It would look like just drivel. And the first lesson in recognizing how the intensity of an intention when you're acting can transform even lousy dialogue. So it gave me a deeper appreciation. Not that I hadn't appreciated acting before, but it gave me an even deeper appreciation of how potent an actor's performance can be.
Alan?
And then I started realizing I had a certain ability in improvisation, and as time went on, when a script would come to me, and I feel that enough attention hadn't been paid to the dialogue of the character, I talk to a director and I say, I'll take the part if I can play with the dialogue. I'll do it in such a way so that it will enhance the character and not trample on what other people are doing. I'll tap dance around what other people are doing so no one will notice. They'll hear the cues. So it's affected me in every conceivable way.
Nice.
Alan, in Chicago, you were one of the original members of the Second City comedy troupe. Was it all comedy back then, or were you also serious acting student as well?
Well, I mean, before that, I had studied acting for years and years, and it was a serious undertaking to me. I didn't think of myself as a comedian. I thought I could do comedy, but I didn't think it was something that was a particular forte. And when I got to Second City, I wasn't funny for a long time.
Really?
A month or two to latch onto a character that when I played him was funny. I didn't think of myself as being funny, and I was worried I was going to get fired for a while because I stank it up for a couple of months. And once I found this character, I started to relax a little bit. Then I started finding other characters that were funny.
All right, now, just to be clear, when you're talking about improvisation, you're not just talking about comedy. You're talking about dramatic roles as well.
Yeah, improvisation is like when people hear the word improvisation, the first thing that comes to mind is Saturday Night Live and shtick comedy, but that's not to me what improvisation is. Improvisation to me is something a lot broader and deeper than shtick comedy.
Let's talk a little bit about Glenn Ross. I'm a fan of film, and you know, I know that a lot of people really admire this film and this story, and I found myself glued to it, watching it, but it was an odd piece, and I could never really put my finger on exactly why. What did you take from that movie?
Well, you don't know why it's an odd piece?
I guess because it was so...
It's cumbersome. I mean, it's difficult, painful, but I don't know why it's odd.
It's odd because it's not your standard film. Not that that's a bad thing, but it was so isolated.
You mean in what way?
It was isolated in that most of the movie took place in one spot at one desk.
That's true of a lot of movies that have been taken from plays, But I guess that the claustrophobia of it is part and parcel of what the movie's about.
Yeah, I got you. I hear. And like I say, I couldn't turn away from it, but it was just so different and odd.
Yeah, well, it's a brilliant script, and I think there's a bunch of just wonderful performances.
No question.
And And it was beautifully directed. I thought Jamie Foley did a hell of a job directing, and the music was, when I saw the movie for the first time, I heard that music, and I said, oh, man, we're in for something. I was blown away by the musical score and the cinematography. Everything about it just came together perfectly. It was one of those experiences.
Alan, do you still write music, Alan?
No, I gave it all up. I wrote a song for my wife about 3 years ago. She's in love with Hawaii, and particularly the island of Molokai. So I wrote a song for her about Molokai that she likes, but that's about it. I'm not doing a lot of music anymore.
Alan, I asked this question only because I read it. I've been to New York a handful of times, and when I go, I try to go to a show. But I read a thing the other day that Broadway has become the place where C-list actors go to retire. Is that true, or is there still, or is there?
I don't know if that's true or not. I certainly am not going to go there again.
Now, did you have a bad experience?
No, I was miserable on Broadway. I was in two hits back to back, actually two back to back. And after the second one, I said, I'm never going to do this again as long as I live. The repetition drove me insane.
Yeah.
I just come out of 2 years at Second City and just doing the same thing exactly the same way for a year every night felt like a prison sentence.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm never going to do this again as long as I live. And I held true to that until 10 years ago. And then I said, well, let me see if I've changed. And I did another play. There was another hit. And I said, no, I was right the first time. Elaine May was in it with me. They had to practically push us onto the stage to get us out there.
Wow.
It just, the repetition was maddening.
And speaking, Ellen, of repetition, are you an actor that likes to kind of get it on the first take, or do you like to improvise and on the set and try new things?
I don't improvise on the set. I used to be the first take kind of guy, because I'd be like a horse at the starting gate, just wanting to get out there and run. But the older I get, the more I need time to just play, to try it out. Let me rehearse, and I get there, maybe I'll get it in the second or third take. That's my hope. And I love improvising material, but I don't like doing it on camera unless I really, really trust the director. I like doing it beforehand in rehearsals, getting the improvisations out of the way there, and then kind of settling into something, and then putting it on film. And
do you like to watch yourself? Do you watch your movies?
Not very much. I mean, it doesn't bother me, but I don't. It doesn't either thrill me or particularly depress me, except once in a while. I just feel, oh yeah, that's what I did then. I know a lot of actors are superstitious about it, but I don't have. I'll watch it. Some of the work I've done I like, and some I don't like, and I think I'm fairly objective about it.
We know we only have a short time, maybe less than a minute with you, but I want to ask you. What does it make you feel like when someone comes up and says, maybe mentions not one of your most, dramatic roles, but just a fun, light movie that you were brilliant in? Like, I want to mention Indian Summer. I want to mention So I Married an Axe Murderer. I mean, every time you were on the screen in that little movie, you stole it.
Oh, I love that part. Oh, it was a great part. Oh. I had a wonderful time doing the Axe Murder movie. Yeah, I love that character. I'd play it again in a minute if they wanted to give me a similar part.
And I'd go see it in a minute. It was perfect.
And a quick observation, Alan, and please tell him, but I really enjoy your son's work.
Oh, yeah, me too. He's become a really good director and a very sought-after television director.
Very nice.
He's hasn't done so much acting lately. The past 3 or 4 years, he's been mostly directing television and doing. I hear from people who work with him all the time how much they love working with him.
No, he's brilliant on West Wing as well. The book is called An Improvised Life by Alan Arkin. It's available now. Alan, it's been such a pleasure to speak with you. I hope someday you can come in and sit with us.
Well, thanks very much for inviting me.
The best to you, Alan.
You too.